this dragon, and I brought way too much stuff with me, but that's okay because it's better to have more stuff than not enough stuff. So let's see here. I hope I can see the chat if the chat comes on. I'm just assuming nobody's chatted yet because there's nobody in the stream. But if you don't know me, I'm Tutorial Queen. I'm kind of a jack of all trades. I like doing lots of things, including making chainmail stuff, especially dragons. I made D&D dice bags. I also like doing other cosplay and stuff like that, so just kind of all around jack of all trades kind of thing going on. And let's see. About me. Well, right now what I'm going to do is I'm making a dragon for my friend. Well, she doesn't know I have a YouTube, so I guess it's fine. So I'm going to make a dragon for my friend Cindy. I haven't seen her for literally years because she lived in Korea. We lost contact because, well, I didn't know this at the time, but her email got hacked, and so I wasn't able to send her emails. That was the only point of contact. So now I'm finally in Korea, which is why I had to bring this stuff with me, which I don't, so I don't have all of my stuff. I just have what's in front of me right now. And so I can bring that with me. And now I'm going to make her a dragon as just like kind of a hello. Nice to see you again. I don't know. It's a little bit weird because we were really good friends, but then like we didn't have any contact, you know? So I just wanted to kind of start things off back at the right foot, you know? So I think I'm not going to be super technical about this. As you can probably tell, there's kind of two different colors here. And I think I'm just going to kind of mix them together because I could like individually like decide, you know, like randomly, you know, make a random-y pattern, but I'm just gonna mix them together and hope for the best, I guess. I think that this is actually more than I need, question mark. Let's see, I think I'm going to make a large dragon. I have 3 sizes of dragon that I make. Large, medium, and small. So I think I have all the stuff. Yeah, I was going to do large. So I'm going to do gold and blue, basically. So let's get started. I think this is a much better setup than I had last time, so you'll be able to see a little bit better than the other live that I did. Alright, oh, look at those. Aren't those so cool? Okay, anyways. So, first of all, I usually start with the body because it takes the longest. So, let's start with that. And as you can see, if you guys don't know anything about making anything with rings, they all come like this. So they all come kind of half open, half closed, like that. So they're unusable in this state, so I have to either open them or close them. So I'm just going to get started on doing that, and that usually takes quite a long time. That's probably at least half of the project is just opening and closing all of the rings. I guess I could do like all of these closed or all of these open because like the open and closed rings are for like different things. But I think I'm just gonna go random on this one. I'm gonna need, I think, 20 open rings to start. I can put all of what I'm using and the gauges and everything in the description. If I forget to do that, just remind me. I also have it in the description of like other videos and stuff too, so if you go check out other lives, I should have them there. And I think this time I will also put how many rings you need of each type. And it does depend on the dragon you do, obviously. Smaller dragon, more ring, smaller dragon, less rings, larger dragon, more rings. So, I'm torn. Should I do it randomly, or should I do not randomly? The tail is not going to be random. I guess I'm not going to do it randomly, because I really want this to work out. Oh, I want this to be really nice and fun. Here, I won't do the body randomly. And the tail is going to kind of look like... The tail I want to do a gradient, so... yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish the whole thing in one sitting or not. But we'll find out. Oh, wait, I did this wrong. If I'm going to do it... Yeah, I have less of these, so I actually need to open these ones. I'll just put them to the side because I'll use them in something else later, because you need a lot of rings in a lot of different sections. There's kind of, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 main sections of the dragon. Let's see, there's the body, that's 1, the wings, it's 2, the head, that's 3, and the tail, and that's 4. So yeah, so there's, whoa. Don't know what that is. There's construction going on outside, so yeah, if there's banging, that's what that is. Except I don't know if that bang was from the construction or from people above us. No idea. So anyways, there's basically 4 there's 4 sections of the dragon. Tail, head, wings, body. And then you have to line the body with scales, which is kind of a whole other task, and put scales on the tail. There's kind of the crest, but those are the main kind of things. I kind of lump the crest and the wings together, and then the body has the body scales, obviously. So this is the body section of the dragon that I wasn't thinking, and I did the same thing again. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I guess I could do like a gradient of the dragon too. I can't decide because I have to use these for the beginning of the tail. I wish I could draw this out for you. But what I'm trying to do is because basically, essentially, it's going to be the head. Oops, I'm not on camera. It's going to be the head, and then the body, and then the tail. So what I could do, and it probably doesn't really matter, but I could do a gradient. Oh, it's too much work. But it would look cool. But only from the underside. But it would look cool. Decisions. I thought I knew what I was going to do, but apparently I don't. Okay, well, let's think. If I have to use 20 down the middle of my European foreign 1, then I'm going to put chapters in this video so people can just skip the boring parts. Let's see. So if we do 5, right? 5 of those. And then we do 1 of these. And then another one of those. And then maybe a second one of these. And then another one of those. Okay. Now we've got something. And then another one of those. And then, see, whenever you're doing color stuff, it's really important to, like, lay it out. Because otherwise it's really hard to visualize how it's going to turn out at all and have any conception of it whatsoever. Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that is 10. Oh, wait, I need 20. What am I thinking? That's totally fine then. I was like, that's so short. Yes, that's because it's only halfway there. So, and then we can do like that. So, 5, then 1, then 2, then 1, then 2, or 1. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So we're going to do one more of this shade of bluish, purpley. I don't even really know what to call this. It's like a really light bluey purple. It's hard to tell on camera, but It's like a really light bluey purple. I mean, it's pretty close on camera, I guess. So, alright. That is not supposed to be here. So, we have those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we have one of those, and we're going to do one more of just the sky blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, I think I'm going to do even more of a gradient because I really don't have a lot of these. And I want to make sure I have enough for like the tail and stuff. So instead of doing 5, so we could stick with 5 and then do 1. And then do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. That's 5, 1, 4, 1. That might be too slow of a gradient, but let's see. 2. 1. And then 1. And then the rest or whatever. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, okay, that's actually perfect. So then we can do the rest. There. So counting down can be a really good strategy when you're trying to do like gradient things. Oh, okay, sorry. There was a weird thing with my phone. Okay. Sorry. Now we're back. My phone was not being helpful. Alright. So anyways, the counting down thing is super helpful for gradients. So I just did 5, and then the color that I wanted to switch to, then 4, color that I wanted to switch to, 2, color, and 1, color, and that kind of makes a gradient, I guess. Maybe that's obvious, but you know, you never know what might be helpful to somebody, you know? Alright, so again we need 20. These are all closed, so we don't want to use those. But we will need those in a moment. I don't know how I'm going to do the rest of the gradient though, but one problem at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, I always check more than once because that would be unfortunate if it was wrong. So, I mean, it wouldn't really matter that much, but it would mess up all my other numbers, which would be annoying. So, oh, hello person who's in the live. How are you? I'm just finished up laying out the gradient for the body of the dragon. Oh, they're gone. You know what? It's their loss. Oh, probably nobody's going to watch, but it's okay. Alright, so we've got... Now I have to figure out how I'm going to do... So this is basically the center band. Think of it as the spine of the dragon. So this is like the spine, so now I gotta flesh him out. So how am I going to do that? So for every one of those, you need 2 of these, except for the starting one, you need 4. So basically, you need 40 plus 2, so 42. Because there's 20, 40, 42. So you need 42 closed ones and 20 open ones. I always mess this up, and I'm like, I only need 40. And then I get to the very end, and I'm like, oh, I need 42. Alright, so I think we're going to do that for the end, and this is going to be the head, and this is going to be the tail, I decided. And then this is going to be, you have to use large rings for the tail. So the tail is going to be, yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'm so out of it, guys. Alright, but I really have to get this done, so. And I thought, well, might as well film it, because why not? Thought I could talk to, I'm also in quarantine and have, like, had no human contact for, like, the last 9 days. So that's nice. Let's see, do I do the same on both sides all the time? Or should I, like, alternate? See, this is... Don't you love it trying, my artist friends out there, don't you love it trying to make something look random, but, like, it's aesthetically pleasing random, you know what I mean? So it's not really random, like, you can't just throw, like, the paint all in a bucket or whatever. Like, it's not... You still have to do stuff. It's, like, purposefully random. There's got to be a word for that. Something that's purposefully looks random, but there was actually a lot of thought put into it. I'm sure there's a word for that. I don't know what it is. I would ask you what you think it is. I guess you can comment if you're watching this video after I post it, but there's nobody in the live, so I can't ask everybody to comment what they think that word might be. Alright, 4. So we're just going to leave those the same. But I think we're going to put, like, 1 there and, like, 1 there, maybe, like this. I have never done this involved of a body before. It's usually all one color. Or maybe, like, a different color down the middle. Or, like, on the sides or something. Oh, how am I going to do the sides? I don't even know. Okay, so we're going to do this like that, maybe? Maybe, like, here? Sure. Yeah, that looks good. I don't know. This is going to take a lot longer than I thought. I'm probably not going to be able to finish it today, which is really sad because I have to leave quarantine tomorrow and I should have done it earlier, but I didn't. But it's okay because we're not beating ourselves up about things that we did in the past, because you can change it now, but you can try to work on it now. Okay, let's see. So I guess that should be blue. I guess I'm just going back and forth. I don't even know. Well, but now I could do, like, 2 in between, so, like... Excuse me, kind of like with the same vibe as the middle. So, yes, okay, so now there's, like, 2 in between. But it's slightly off kilter from, like, the middle one, so it's not exactly the same. Okay, this could work. So now we've got, like, 2 off, and then the 1, and then... Three we're gonna have. Oh, let's see. Something to talk about. It's so much easier to talk about things when there's actually, like, other people, because then you can, like, ask questions and be like, hey, you know, what are you doing, or what brings you here, or what do you think about this, or what do you think I should do, or people ask you questions like, what rings are these? I think this is 1/4 anodized aluminum. 16 gauge. I think I almost have them memorized, but I'm always afraid that I'll get it wrong, so I always double check. But honestly, I probably have them memorized. Okay, so see, so I did the same gradient thing. So 1, and then 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, and now I'm going to do 4, and then 1. And then I'm just going to do the rest after that blue. Let's see. Yeah, I really am going to have to put chapters in this video. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Boom. And now the rest are going to be, except I think it might have been too close. Oh, I fear I've done this wrong. I mean, I guess it's right. I don't know, man. Whatever. It's good. Looks good. I'm working way too hard on this. Okay. Right. Okay, so now that's gonna be 2. Dos. And I'm going to do 3. Because I could just start with 2 or start with 3. I'm just going to start with 3 to make it go a little faster. Because if I do that, it'll be like even 1 beyond that. And I really don't want one farther out than that. So. Okay, so now we're going to do 4. And that'll be the final one. I really hope you guys can hear me. See, that's the other thing. Like, I don't know if this is actually working. Like, I can't say, hey guys, can you hear me? And they can't say in the chat, yes, we can hear you, smiley face. Doesn't work. Speaking to the abyss. But that's just the game, right? You just have to keep going, even when nobody's watching. Wait, that's 3. No, I need 4. I was like, no, they're right next to each other. Okay, there we go. Now there's a beautiful, beautiful gradient. Let's see. We could play a game or something. There's no one to play a game with. The time zones are really weird too. So, like right here, it's like 3 in the afternoon. There, it's like 1 in the morning, so. Well, no, it's not that late, but I checked. It's not actually that late, but it's evening. 'Tis evening. Alright. Oh, we need 2 extra. See, I was going to start that whole row and then realize that I needed 2 extra. Alright. Boom. And boom. This gradient is really awesome though. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be snatched. Alright. So, now all I'm going to do is a European foreign one. And if you don't know how to do a European foreign one, have no fear. It is extremely easy. It's the first thing that most people kind of learn. And it's super easy, and I think this setup will be nice so I can show you very easily. So basically, you're just going to take your open ring. This is why we had open rings. Alright, so you're going to take your open ring, and see I have well, let's see if this is actually going to work. I have another cloth that I usually have, but I didn't bring it. So, and if you put it on a squishy cloth, like if you try to do this on like a hard surface, this is not going to work. Put it on like something kind of sort of squishy, and then you take your closed rings. Sorry, this ring is not closed to my liking. There we go. Alright, start again. European 4-in-1 tutorial. Go. Take your ring, open ring, you put it 4 rings on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, this works really well. Alright, so you got 4 rings on it. Apologize, shaking you guys a little bit. 4 rings, okay? You close the ring. And you do have to take your ring a little bit past the closure for it to actually close fully sometimes. Alright. So now you got this little thing and you're like, what do I do with this? Well, I'll tell you. So this little guy, it's like a little, I've heard it described different ways, but I like to think of him, he's a little bug. See? And this is his little head poking upwards. Upwards is where the head is. Okay? So you take where the head is, the part that's pointing up, and you take your second row. So you take another open ring, and you put 2 rings, not 4, this time just 2. You only use 4 to start. It's 2 rings for every 4 rings. I mean, 2 rings for every 1 open ring. 2 closed rings for every 1 open ring. You just need 4 to start it. So then what you do is you go down through the first ring, okay? And then up. Sorry, I'm trying to show you guys so it's a little janky. And then up through the second ring. Okay? And don't worry about how it looks, just close it. And now, with a little bit of finagling, and this takes a little bit of practice of how to make it lay, but as long as then it'll look like this, and then you've got one, your bug is longer. Alright, so that's how you do it. Ta-da! And then you just repeat. In this case, repeat 20 times. And then you will have stage 1 body of the dragon. The body is the part that probably takes the longest. And so, but you're seeing how I'm doing it, so I usually just hold it in my hand, and then I like spread it out so I can get it kind of situated again. And you don't have to like organize all of the rows. Sometimes you get in that trap. But it doesn't really matter. They'll just organize themselves later. Also, it is much easier if you close and open all of your ring. Actually, I'm gonna have to be careful to not mix up these 2 rows. I always have to take the one closest to me. Okay, so yeah, usually I'm adding an extra layer of complexity because I'm doing different colors and a bunch of other funkiness, but usually it's just all the same color. So yeah, I was just trying to 1, use up some stuff I had, and 2, make it like extra cool because trying to impress my new old friend, or old new friend, I don't know. So let's see. Alright. I'm actually pretty fast at this, so you know, I've done it once or twice. Usually I'll just this is a little bit more awkward how I have them laid out right now. Usually I'll just lay them out in rows. Actually, you'll be able to see in a second because I'm going to have to open a bunch more rings for the rest of the body, or I guess you won't get to see because I will have to lay them out in this weird way because I'm going to have to figure out how to gradient the rest of the body too. Oh boy, I might have made this a little bit more complicated than I have time for. And I could have just made like a medium-sized dragon too, because there's 3 sizes. There's the small, or the little itty baby ones, and there's the itty baby ones, and then there's the medium ones, and then there's the big ones. And this is a big one, and the big ones take almost like twice as long as the medium ones, which is funny because they look very similar, but when you put them next to each other, then you're like, oh yeah, one is like bigger than the other. But yeah, this one's much bigger than the medium-sized one, so, but I wanted it to be cool. And I had all of these scales too, these gold scales that are patterned, excuse me, that are patterned, and I wouldn't have been able to use all of them if I did a medium one. And you can't like leave one lonely pattern scale, because the pattern ones you have to buy separately. So I get the pattern scales from the Ring Lord, and you have to go to, you can't just go to the scale section, you have to go to the laser engraved section. Their website is really not organized very well at all. But anyways, so if you go to the laser engraved scales section, you can't find them under just dragon scales, then you can find those little beauties, and you buy them in packs of 10. So I've had them for a long time. I don't know why. Usually I use up all of the scales that I get. You know what might have happened? Somebody might have wanted, well, yeah, I'm not sure, because usually it takes 11 scales. Large scales. It takes a lot more small scales, but it takes 11 large scales to make a dragon, which is a little bit unfortunate because they come in packs of 10. But usually what I'll do is I'll just, like put in the crest, I'll just put in one scale that's not, scaled. So I'll just, for the crest bit, I would just do like this. So then I don't have to buy a whole extra pack of scales that I'm not going to use. And it still looks super awesome. It almost looks better because there's kind of more dimension to it. So, so never fear, you'll just need 1 pack of the, those scales. This looks kind of legit. I like it. Oh my gosh, look at that. Sorry, there's no time for oodling. Alright. Now I'm going to have to figure out how to do the other. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just do the gradient technique I had again, but I'll have to do it in a slightly different way so that they don't all line up. Problem for future me. Right now, let's just open a bunch of things. So, what I'm going to need is 40, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to need another 40 open rings. Give or take 2, if I have done my math wrong. And these open rings are going to basically reinforce the body. So actually give it stiffness, because right now he's a limp noodle. So he needs to have an actual backbone. Some structural support. Alright. Are any of you guys actually going to try this? I have had a couple people on a couple of my other live videos be like, I really want to try this, which kind of surprises me. I mean, it also doesn't surprise me because, like, literally my first chainmail class, I saw, like, an example of this. Mine are totally different from the original ones, but, you know, they're, like, example dragon, and I was like, I need to make that. And she was like, it's kind of hard. It's really not a beginner thing. And I was like, I need to make that one. I will not be satisfied making anything else. You want your little crosses, your little Byzantine necklace, your little pendant. No, I need to make that dragon. So, that's what I did. And now I'm here. The dragon, I don't know. The dragon that they give you in the Ring Lord, the dragon pattern, it's fine, except it's really catered towards, and even the teacher had me change the pattern a little bit from, I think, from what the, like, Ring Lord dragon was, because they basically build it around, they build it around their product, basically. So they only used 6, 7, 8, 9. So they only used like 9 scales, so you'd only have to buy one 10 pack, and they tried to use the entire pack of, 1/4s that they give you, and, stuff like that. So, yeah, I actually don't know exactly what the original pattern was. I forget, because now I changed it so much and so many different times and iterations. But yeah. So, sorry guys, I keep shaking you. You're attached to a drawer that, moves every time that I move, and I can't secure it, so it's a little unfortunate, but it's okay. You guys can take it. This is still way better, way better quality than my last live. Oh dear. Okay. But you live and you learn, and most of the, like, quality increase, hopefully the the focusing isn't driving you guys batty. But the camera quality on my phone is way better than my webcam, so I'm really glad that they give you, like, because before they weren't allowing you to go live before you reached 1,000 subscribers, but now they do. They just put a few restrictions on it, like you can only have 25 people in your live plus subscribers. So, but obviously that's not an issue. Because nobody's watching, so, I mean, that's fair, So, but I'm glad that I still get the opportunity, and it's nicer to just be able to kind of do a live and then be able to kind of post it. So, yeah, that's nice. So this is how I normally line up the rings, and usually then I'd line them up, like, open and closed. But it's a little bit different, because I don't think that's the right color. I think I had, like, got 2, like, really close shades of blue, so, like, this is not the same shade of blue as that, so I have, like, really close shades of blue. It actually shows up a little better on the camera than in real life, I think. But, okay. I think we're gonna start with 6, maybe? What? Come back, no. Ooh, it's like Operation. Alright. Alright, I think I'm gonna try to start the gradient with 6 of the blue on one side and, like, 5 of the blue on the other, depending on which side is 5 blue. Let's see. There's not enough room. Alright. So, because I started with 5, I believe. Didn't I? Or no, I didn't. Huh. This side is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this side I'll start with 6. Or maybe, no, I should do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 9th one. Or the 8th one. So I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Okay. Yes. Ugh, I'm breaking up my thing. This is messing it all up. I usually have nice little aesthetically pleasing squares. Okay. So I have, gonna do 9 on this side to this side, okay? And then we're gonna go in with our 3, I think. So then 1, 2, 3, and then 1. And we're gonna start counting down from there. So then, 1, 2, stop it. This is so janky. Okay, and then my rows are always so pretty and straight. Okay. 1. Right, yeah, I already did do, so it's just 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew! Alright, let's see if this works. I might need an extra one, but that's fine. Okay. So this is supposed to... I didn't think this through. Okay. Because you have to start on a specific side. So, or maybe you don't. It's all in my head. I don't know. But if you start on a particular side, I think it gets weird. If you start it going the wrong way. Okay. See, because this side like flips it. So you want to start here on this side, I guess. I think I'm supposed to start like this. Oh, we're about to find out. This part's always tricky. I don't think maybe it even matters 100%. Okay, but this is the blue side, so I'm gonna have to start the other blue side. They're both kind of blue. I don't know. This looks really purple next to the other blue, but it looks blue next to itself. Okay. So, yeah, this should be good. Okay. Now I have to swing this part. Okay, this part is hard. This takes a little getting used to. I remember, especially like my first dragon, but even ones after that, I would mess this part up. Because you have to do so many. Alright, so what you do is basically you're putting 3 rings in 1 ring. So you have your open ring. Okay? And so I already started, so you can kind of see here. Okay? Alright, so I have this ring, which went up through the first ring, and then it comes down through the next 2 rings. See that? So I'm going to take this one now, and this has to layer on top of this one. So, and then I take this one, see it's on top of this, the ring that I just put in, and then you take it down through the next 2 rings in the sequence. Ugh, I messed it up. And then here we go. And then you take it down, and if you kind of pinch it like this so they all line up, that helps. So if you, and then put it down through the little hole where the 2 Venn diagram rings intersect. I don't know how to explain it. The hole in the Venn diagram. It probably was easier just to see it. It probably really doesn't help me explaining it to you as much. It's kind of one of those things that you just kind of have to see. Yeah. Okay, so I think that this is going to work out very nicely. Oops, I bent that one a little. That's fine. Alright. So as you can see, I mean, you're basically weaving with this. You're just like weaving instead of string. It's like rings. You can actually or like, oh. Yeah, I don't know what's happening upstairs. I think my running theory is that a couple days ago, a couple kids moved into the hotel room upstairs. That's my working theory, because I've heard some like kids screaming and like more banging and stuff coming from upstairs. So that's my working theory, is that a kid with a couple of the parents are up there in quarantine, because I'm in a place right now that has to be, you have to stay in quarantine for 10 days. I wasn't actually sick, but I went, I'm in Korea, so I went through like immigration and everything, but everybody right now has to like quarantine for 10 days when they enter the country. So yeah, so I had to quarantine for 10 days. But now it's almost over. And now I will get to finally see Korea for the first time in, oh goodness, how long has it been? Let's see, I left in 2013. It's 2022. I think I left mid 2013. So, so 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2000. Wait, I don't have fingers to count, so never mind. It's not going to work. Okay. Oh, I can't math. 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 18, 19, 20. So that's 7.5 years, I think. That's a long time. That's a really long time. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I've just been looking at stuff out my window. And I can't go. Like, there's this ferry. Where does the ferry go? I don't know. I see it leave and come back several times a day from their little port down there. But I don't know where it goes, and I can't get on it to figure out. I really hope you guys can hear me. There's no way of checking, though. So, much sad. Wait a second, you can put filters on this thing? Hold up. What? You can put filters on. Oh my goodness, it is a dance party. No. Okay. Sorry. Sorry guys. I like hitting all the buttons. When I see a button and I don't know what it does. I mean, which is really good for being on like social media and learning stuff on social media, because a lot of times, oh, hi person, I'm just working on the body of the dragon. Hello, how are you? I really hope I can see if you guys comment. Oh! Oh! Hi, Todd! Oh! This is a chainmail dragon. Well, it will be in 6 hours. Maybe. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. Oh, I hope I wasn't grabbing from the wrong thing. I'm trying to do a gradient, so it's like extra complicated. Okay. Oh, how are you doing, Todd? Oh, never mind. He left. It's okay. I forgive him. I can text him later in real life and be like, why did you leave my life, Todd? Why did you abandon me? Oh, he probably has better things to do. It's probably really late there. Like, it's probably like midnight. He probably should be sleeping. He probably, like, was just about ready to get off YouTube and then was like, what is this? And he clicked on it. Oh, Todd is still there. You're still there? Oh, goodness. I'm sorry I doubted you, Todd. You can leave if you want. It doesn't really matter. Oh, it's 1:50 in the morning. Why aren't you in bed, Todd? I have an excuse. I'm in a different time zone. What's your excuse, Todd? Oh, dear. Like, you knew I was going to Korea, Todd. So, yeah, I've been here for, I will never doubt you again, Todd. I'll just assume you're on all of my lives now. Like, if there's 0 people, just... Nope, there's Todd. Todd is there. He's just a phantom. A ghost. Oh, are you quoting me, or... It's one... Isn't it 1:50 in the morning where you are? I don't know. I think my excuse is pretty good. Because it's only like, what? 3:30? Or I guess it's almost 4. Yeah. It's like 4. Almost 4 here. PM, not AM. How is it your excuse? How is it... How is it, like, acceptable to be up at... I mean, to be fair, a lot of people are up at 1:50. That's why I went live anyway, because I was like, people are crazy and they'll just be up scrolling. Or there could be people, like, in other time zones, too. Oh, dear. It really surprises me, like, and I'm like, even when I do, like, Instagram, no self-control. Yeah. No, I've done that before. I've just been like, I'm just gonna keep watching TikTok or watching YouTube or whatever. I'm just gonna keep going. Oh, Todd, I think it actually has you in the count now. It says there's 1 person watching. So, if it is a new person. Alright, almost halfway done with this side of the dragon. It's coming around beautifully. Am I doing chainmail with a magnifier? Do I have a magnifying glass, you mean? No. I don't need a magnifying glass. These aren't that small. And I'm gonna use smaller ones, too. See? These are the smallest ones I use, so they're not that small. But you can get really incredibly small chainmail. Actually, I kind of want to do that now. Get, like, really, really tiny rings and make, like, super little dragon. That would probably be really painful, and I'd only do it once, but I bet it would be adorable. Even if I didn't get, like, ultra tiny rings. Just tinier rings, because I really can't make any smaller of a dragon. The smallest dragon I can get is to be, like, palm size. Like, basically from, like, here to, like, here, kind of. Like, this. That's the smallest I can do with, like, these sized rings and those sized rings. That's the smallest you can go. So, but if you wanted to use, they have, like, teeny itty bitty scales that are, like, this big. And they're really cute. Actually, I have some. Here, see? Here you can see they have these itty bitty scales. Oh, my mom has a magnifier. In her defense, the vision isn't the best. I could send you some sterling silver to make baby dragon. I didn't know your mom did chainmail. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be suffering if I had a magnifying glass. But see, there's itty bitty scales. So you could make, like, an itty bitty dragon with those little tiny wings. If you had really, really, really tiny, you'd have to have tiny rings, and you'd have to do some math, I think, to figure out, or some testing to figure out exactly what size ring you need, because this is really finicky. Like, you can't do this. Like, if your gauge is a little off, the scales are really adorable. If your gauge is a little off, if you're... it changes the whole composition, so it would really take some trial and error to try and make a super tiny dragon with those little tiny baby scales, but maybe I will one day. one day when I have more money and more time, and or not, I just suddenly get inspired one day and I'm like, I'm gonna do this, and bang my head against a wall for like 10 hours and make a video about it, how I made this super itty bitty 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 baby dragon. He'd probably be like this big. It would be so cute. Alright, anyways, halfway done. Now I just need to do the other side. Oh, this is turning out perfectly. This is exactly how I wanted it to be. Okay, so now I have to lay out the rest. So I think I did like 9 or something. Let's see. So I'm going to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I want to do 7. So we're going to do 7 open of these light sky blue. I was watching Miles Murphy's Law and thought of you, and this popped up. Aw, that's so sweet. Isn't that funny how that happens? Miles Murphy's Law is really good, guys. There's actually a video I didn't watch of why it didn't take off, but Miles Murphy's Law is super good. It's made by the same creators as Phineas and Ferb, and it has a Phineas and Ferb crossover that's amazing. It's in the same universe and has Phineas and Ferb vibes. So you should watch it. And they put all the episodes, like official Disney Channel, put all the episodes up, I think. Todd, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Official Disney Channel put all the episodes up on YouTube because they literally, like, they couldn't make any money off of it, I guess. I don't understand. I don't understand why they quit. It was so good. Like, why'd you stop? I mean, it's hard to top, Phineas and Ferb, but I thought it was really, really awesome. And super funny. Milo's awesome. Anyways, back to this. Let's see. So we need 20 total. So we're going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 open rings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, right? That's what I want. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want the 7th one, I think, to be the other color. Boom. Okay, and then we'll start with the 3s. Yes. Okay. And then we'll just do the same technique again. And we'll just, starting with 3, we'll go 3, and then 2, and then 1. Alright. So we got 3, 2, and 1. What? And occasionally you will lose rings, but it's okay. It's just, maybe I'll find it later. This can be a little slightly hazardous, guys. If I was a warning label, I would tell you to wear safety goggles every time you did this, but I don't. But there's been a couple times where one is flown a little close to the eye. But nothing bad has happened yet, so it's fine. That's usually when you're putting on the wings, though. When you're trying to do the wings, that's dangerous. That's something else. Oh, wait, there's, like, big ones? Oh, shoot, I, like, messed this up. No, I didn't. It's fine. I didn't realize, I forgot I had these. So I could do blue, because the whole point of doing the body this way was so that this would be the head, and then... Oh, Todd, you find rings all the time in your house? Yeah, if your mom does chainmail. I bet you do. I find rings all the time, too. Even though I try to kind of pick them up, like, they just appear. Because you just drop them. Look at this. There's so many. How could you not drop them? Oh, hello. There's a second person in the live. Hello. I'm just working on doing This is the Body of the Dragon. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, what else was I doing? Oh, I was contemplating how I made a mistake, but not really. So the whole point of this is that the head is going to be here, and then it's going to gradient into then this other color, which you can kind of see on camera. And then I was going to use this, because you need to use these large rings for the tail, and then gradient the tail back into the blue. And then into the blue, and then into, I think just into the blue, or maybe into silver. I don't know. Or maybe just into the blue. I'm not sure, actually. So, we're making this up as we go along. So, no, but it's okay, because I can still do that, because I can just flip it around. Actually, I think that's actually where the head is supposed to be. Because this is where the tail is technically supposed to be, so that's great. That's fine. And then we can use those. We can use up everything, and then we can just start in on the head with those, and it'll be perfect. See? You know, you just gotta live and learn and adapt and throw out the plan and make a new one. It's totally fine. That's just how these projects go. I'm sorry, I was trying to bring the chat up. Alright. So, yes, so now I can see. So now I can see the chat, I think, maybe. Except they disappear, it's okay. Alright, so now we've got 2. And I need to find another one of these. Okay. And then we have 1. And then the rest are... So is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Is that too many? Let's see. Those are only 3, so I don't know. Maybe I should do 4. Let's try 4. We have 4. And then we have 3. 4, 3, and then we can have 2. So I might be cutting it a little close, but it's fine. Be a little close to the end, but all of it is really concentrated more just like right here, so I don't want to drag it too awkwardly like past that. Okay. We have 2, and then 1. Alright. Boop. Okay, and then the rest are these. There's not very many, though, I don't think. Alright. There we are. So I can't put any more because of the bump. Okay. Now let's start again. Alright. Here we go. We're going to start from this end. And again, as I showed you before, I would show you again, except there's no one new in the live. I don't know if Todd saw this part or not. Oh wait, no, this is from the wrong side. See, if I were to start doing it from this side, then it wouldn't be right. I actually might have already done the wrong side technically, but I'm not redoing it because I don't have the time to. Okay, so we're going to start from this side, so we've got to start from this end. Oh, except then I need to make sure I have exactly the right amount. Planning! Why do I need a plan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's actually too many. You know what? We're just going to Scrap that. Okay. Yeah, but then there's going to be 3. It's going to be the same. I should have just done... Okay. Oh, why is planning so difficult? Okay. I wanted it to end with 4. So we've got 4. Okay. So we got 4, and then maybe like have like 2. I don't know. Let's see. What's the other side look like? Got like 4, and then you could have like 2, maybe. And then have another one. So like 2, and then like 3. Or is that like 4? I'm so confused. I'm too tired for this. Todd is probably more tired because it's 1 o'clock, but I just feel really tired. I'm done with today. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I could do like this. Like that. 1. 1, 2. Is this literally what I did before? I think it is. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I just went back to what I did before. 1. Oh, 2 o'clock. Oh, now it's officially 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock where Todd is in the morning, not afternoon. 1, 2. And then we have 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Might as well just make it 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1. Wait. 1, 2. 1, 1, 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. Alright. So now, finally. Now it's okay. Alright, so we have this. Boom. Up through the first one. Hold it with your fingers. Like so. Up through the first one. And down through the gap in the other 2. So, there you go. Repeat 19 more times. Oh dear. Yeah, and if you ever like start doing one side, woo! Goodness, get the blood flowing. If you ever start doing one side and for some reason it just doesn't look like it lines up, like it's weird, like it just doesn't 25th in February, just make it 25 rings. Sorry, Todd, I don't understand your comment. But if you ever find this like lining weird, like these are like jutting out the bottom instead of the top, like the same, that just means you started from the opposite side as you started from the other side. So all you need to do is undo what you're doing and then start on the other side. That tripped me up once or twice, and like you get halfway done and then you're like, huh, that does not look right. And then it's very painful to undo every single one of the rings. So take my advice. Do it right the first time. Oh, don't be like me. Do it right the first time. It's okay. If you guys can learn from my mistakes, then so be it. Oh, actually, I just have a good news thought because Todd is here. I know that he can hear me. So I'm not wondering if I'm talking into the abyss and I'm going to go later and look at the live and be like, ha, I talked for 3 hours for nothing because none of it was even audible. Okay. Alright, so we have that. And we just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. Alright. I also really want to make a big dragon too. Like, I want to make a teeny itty bitty baby dragon. But then I also want to make like a huge giant dragon. Like, oh, do it right the first time. Yeah, boss is, I could see a boss saying that. Definitely. Definitely. I was, when it came out of my mouth, I was like, that sounds a little, what's the word? It's a little, like, high and mighty, but not high and mighty. You know what I mean? Like, do it right the first time. Like, it sounds, like, not nice, but I meant it in the nicest way possible. It will make, it is extremely frustrating. It's probably kind of like when you, like, sew something wrong and you have to rip out every single stitch. Oh, if you want more audible streams, you could always stream at a better hour for me. Well, I was gonna do it a little earlier, okay? I was gonna try to do it a little earlier, but then I didn't. And today's the last day of quarantine, so this is like my last day to do it in quarantine, so I really should probably do it in the morning if I'm going to stream, because then it's about the right time to, like, be streaming, because I think the best time is, like, at 6 or something. I'm not sure. Or, like, probably, like, 6 or 7 or something like that. Everybody's, like, home from work, or home from school, etc. So I really should probably... I should have done it earlier. So you're correct, Todd. I should have done it earlier, but... No, Todd, you're correct. It's okay. You don't have to apologize. You're right. I should have done it earlier, but I said I was going to do it, and then I didn't because I forgot about it, and then I wasted time, and then now I'm doing it. It's really funny though, because like when you go on, I was kind of surprised because actually, like, you go on TikTok and or like things like that, and like people are still streaming, like, and they're not in different time zones, like they're just streaming at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Oh, I'm doing more than you. I don't know about the past 10 days. I mean, I've been sitting in this room and I could have been being a little more productive, but I wasn't. I mean, I did some things, but like I could have done more. I could have done more videos. I could have done more stuff. Could have already had this dragon done, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm doing it now, so that's what counts, right? Man, I would really love to finish this today, but it just takes so long. Oh, Todd. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna miss being in class with you, Todd, though. It's very sad. I was just starting to get, like, to know some of the people, and then I left. That's what happened at my last school, too. It was really sad. Actually, almost the exact same thing happened at my last school, guys. I left at the same time, because, like, I went the first year, and then I went the second year, but then COVID hit, so I only went the first semester of my second year. So, and I was just starting to get to know people, like, the first semester of my second year. Aw, thanks, Todd. And I was just starting to, like, recognize people and stuff. And so, but now I've done the same thing. I've only done the first semester of my second year. Yes, we have to cosplay when I get back. Like, we have to. I'm going to bother you until we do it, because I want to go to a cosplay convention with somebody else, like, dressed up so badly. I really hope that maybe by the time I get back, they'll actually be doing it, like there won't be as many, like, restrictions and stuff, you know? You know? That would be awesome. Anyways, so now I've done the same thing with my second semester. I only went for the first semester of my second year because I decided, hey, going to Korea would be a great idea. Let's do that. And now I'm here, making a dragon when it's 1 o'clock in the morning at home. Ah, look. It's so pretty. You can't see the color gradient is very subtle, even, like, off camera, but you can, like, see there's something going on there. Right, but see, now he actually has a backbone, so he can kind of stand up. See? Ta-da! So, there you go. And he'll stand up even better when he has wings, as kind of some extra external support. So, what to do? Alright, I should make the tail. So next I usually do the tail. Alright, just do it. Can do it. Alright, so we're going to start with these, obviously. So if we're starting with those, so then that's actually going to be the head, and then this is going to be the tail. So I have these left over. So we've got a couple of these. So now I have to figure out how to gradient these. Also, these two don't. These three are different. Should I use them? Will anybody know? Probably not. I could use them, like, in between, because they're, like, a little closer, maybe? I don't know. Okay. So we're going to do a box chain for the tail. That's the other thing, too. The other pattern, like the original Ring Lord pattern for, like, a dragon that I originally kind of went off of, it has a Byzantine for the tail, which is a cool tail, not gonna lie. But it doesn't look like a dragon tail. This looks like a dragon tail because it's like a boxy, because it's a box chain. So for every link of the box chain, you need 4 rings, and you need to do 10 links of the large rings in the box chain. So you need about 40, but you really need 42 because we're adding on to the end, which is a common theme here. So we've got 4, so we're just going to do 4 to start. And then I guess we'll do 3. So I usually do, like, when I'm doing a gradient. So I do, like, 4, and then we'll do, like, 3. So here's 3, and 2 of them need to be open and 2 of them need to be closed. So we've got, and we have one of you, like that. And then we need to do 2 and 2. So we've got 2 and 2. And then 3 and 1. Or what you can do is, because I have a couple extras, so we basically do 4 and then 3 and 1 and then 3 and 1 again, and then 2 and 1. Oh man, I'm getting all this mixed up. Are these like literally the same? Oh, that's why. Okay. Wait, no, these are not the same. This is blue. These are different. Very subtly different. Ugh. Okay. 1. And then 2. Question mark? No, we're just gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do that. We can do with the 3s, and then we'll do a second 3, and then we'll just transition over to full on this. Okay, there we go. So we've got 5 links transitioning, which is about perfect, really. And then we'll use these. Yep. Okay, so let's just, usually I will open and close all of my rings first, but I'm making too much of a mess trying to lay out all these things for the gradient. And again, you'll need 2 open and 2 closed for each box chain. Oh, except when you're starting, then it's a little different. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna start this. I'm really brain farting, guys. Because there's different ways you can, different ways you can start it, and I've been messing around with them, and I'm not sure which one is the best one. Alright, so that's gonna be open. This one's gonna be closed. Closed, open. Oops, closed. Okay, I'm just gonna try to do it with one of these. So what I'm gonna do is, usually it's easiest, technically, I guess, especially if you're a beginner, to just start your box chain with 4 links, but I'm gonna do it with 2 and then one of these, because I'm trying to be, I don't know what I'm trying to do. But basically, to do a box chain, all you're trying to do is link double, so make double links, basically. So you just put all 4 rings, in my case 3, but all 4 rings on with the same hoops, and then you can do this. So see, you're just double linking them, is what you're doing. But then what you do is you grab those bottom 2, or in my case I just made 1, and then you flip it over, so it's kind of like a little flower or something. And you see those, you split those open and you can see these 2. So you want to grab, so you have your ring with your 2 next rings, and then you grab the inside of the rings. It's really hard because I'm trying to show you. Like that. And then it will create a box, which is why it's called a box chain. And sometimes it'll fall down like that. It's fine. Just ignore it. It's okay. You can fix it in a second. And then you can take your next ring and put it exactly where you just put your first ring. So you're basically just following the path of that one lonely ring so then they can all be buddies. Because you need a pair for each thing. That literally makes no sense when I'm explaining it. Oh, hello, new person in the live. How are you? I'm just starting on the tail of the dragon. And then that's how you start your box chain. So you got a box, and then you just start, and you do the same thing over again. So I'm going to have to open and close a bunch of rings now. This is our body of the dragon, and then we're just going to add the tail onto here. And so let's see, that one's open, and I'm making it a little more complicated for myself because I'm trying to do a gradient, so I have to very strategically plan which ones are going to be open and closed because and strategically place them so it'll actually look like there's a gradient going on. Okay, so let's see, am I gonna need the next set to be closed or open? So that's the color I'm trying to graduate to. And it looks like the first one, it was a closed ring, so now it needs to be an open ring. Alright, so we're going to make this an open ring. And I guess we'll just make those both open. I'm sure it's fine. And then we're going to close these two. And then I can do the next chain of the next box in the box chain. Alright, so here we go. Just have the first box. A gradient, you're graphic designing chainmail. Yes, indeed. I am graphic designing chainmail. See, you can see I'm doing the gradient. See? It starts with the blue and then it kind of morphs into this other blue. I didn't do it even. I didn't do like an even gradient in the middle split because I wanted just a little bit of this because I have a lot less of this color than that color. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough for like the tail and the wings and the head and the other things. I like that. Graphic designing chainmail. Oh dear. What was I doing? Oh. Okay. Well, this is definitely an educational stream. I'm glad it's educational for you, Todd. Sometimes I wonder if I'm really doing tutorials or what, but I only know what I'm doing half the time, so it's kind of hard to make a tutorial if you only kind of know what you're doing. But this I actually do know a lot about because I've made many of these, so I am actually fairly, and I honestly don't know if even anybody else in the world makes dragons like this, so I mean, I know there's other people that make chainmail dragons, but not exactly like these ones. But I haven't exactly done reviews of chainmail dragons, so other people might make better ones. I don't know, but I think mine are pretty good. Mine are good. I like them. They're good. I think they're really good, actually. I'm confident in my dragons. I'm not confident in a lot of things, but I am definitely confident in my dragons. All right, so let's see. We're doing that. It's a double right there, but just channel my inner tutorial queen. Yes, I'm channeling my inner tutorial queen. Goodness. I could have done... That's gonna irk me. I was like, it's fine. This is not going to irk me. It will irk me. I have to very specifically place this in a different spot. Excuse me. Okay, this one... Okay, I'm just gonna have to undo this, because... Okay. So, this one needs to go to that side. And this one needs to be on that side. I know it's really hard to see the colors on camera, but trust me, and when you see it all together, it'll make sense. I promise. It'll make sense. It'll be so subtle. I was actually worried these colors wouldn't go together, but I'm glad even Countries and Way I made you laugh. Made my night. Yes. Well, you're very good at making people laugh. It doesn't matter how far away you are. You just naturally bring joy to people. And that is an incredible superpower. I'm not extremely funny. That's one of my downfalls, I feel like. I feel like I'm not that funny. I mean, I can kind of be funny, but I feel like my funniness is dwarfed by, like, other people's, like, funny. I'm gonna try to be better, though. You're welcome, Todd, anytime. I feel like I am funny, but I'm not, like, how do I say this? Like, I'm funny, but I'm not as much as, like, comedian telling quips, like, quippy funny. I'm more just, like, I do things that are funny to other people and that are amusing to myself, but, like, it's not, like, a ritualistic thing. But I don't know, that's probably not fair. I probably am more funny than I give myself credit for, but I don't know. Alright. So now we've got that. This is way easier, guys, if you, like, open and close all your rings beforehand. I'm just stubbornly trying to get this gradient in before messing up all these other things. Listen, you were the straight character in the Sherman short. It's just a different type of comedy. Exactly. I'm, like, the straight character that crazy things happen to, and it's hilarious. That's the kind of person I am. I will put myself in crazy situations and do crazy things, and it will be entertaining. I might not be able to write, like, the best quips ever, but that is my brand of humor, rather than in the Sherman short. This is Todd, by the way, this is Todd from the, Sherman's Magical Curiosities. He played Sherman in Sherman's Magical Curiosities, the short that we won an award for, that you can see on my channel. Let's see. Todd, you want to summarize it badly for us? Get people to go watch it? We basically made it for the 48 hour film contest. So, we had only 48 hours to write, film, and edit the entire thing. And we didn't have any idea what the topic was going to be on beforehand. So, it was pretty fun. It was a wild 48 hours. Todd didn't sleep a whole lot because he did a lot of the editing, most of it. He did most of the editing. I did some so that he could take a nap, but he did most of the editing like a champ. And I still need to send you the outtakes for that. Let's see. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do, I guess, this side. No, wrong side. Bad. This side. Yes. No. It's so hard to visualize this. Okay. So now if I do it like this, then the blue one's going to lay on this side and the purpley one is going to lay on that side. I'm going to have to send you those, Todd. I'll have to email those to you. So then we can see all of our funnies, and then we can put that up on the channel as well. I bet if I was a really professional YouTuber, I could just, like, put little links, like, and they just pop up there and go, like, boop, and they'd slide across the screen and be like, hey, you can watch Sherman's Magical Curiosities if you're getting bored of this stream because she's going too slow because she's talking and trying to visualize this graphic design gradient with chainmail. Okay. I guess, sure. Yeah, we'll just go with that. Okay, where am I going to put this last one? This last one we're going to put on this side. So I want this last blue one to be like here. So it's got to be an open ring, which is good because it already is open. And so it's got to be an open ring. And it's got to be on that side. Never bored of the stream. You're supposed to summarize the story badly for us, Todd. Like, you know, like those summarize a film plot badly. You know one I just heard recently? It was basically like, hey, do you want to watch the Disney movie where the Disney princess comes back after her father dies to to regain her kingdom or whatever. You want to know what one they were talking about? Oh, did I miss it? Oh, I have to scroll back, and I guess I missed Todd's amazing summary. But anyways, you want to know what movie that was? Where the Disney princess comes after her father dies to reclaim her kingdom? Thor Ragnarok. Oh. I can go back and scroll through the comments, Todd, if you don't want to type it out again. For some reason, I like how they do it on the computer better. Like, on the computer, you get to just see the comments, and they'll, like, just push themselves out of the way when new ones come in. But that is not the case here. Oh, a bad businessman who seems like a scammer isn't actually a scammer, gets busted by the feds. Plus magic. Yep. And the businessman is magical. That's basically Sherman's Magic Curiosities. A bad magical businessman who seems like a scammer but isn't actually a scammer, and then they get busted by the feds. The end. So you should all go watch it. It's 7 minutes of Todd ad-libbing and being hilarious. So, and me being the straight man, as we previously discussed. No, you're totally right. I'm not docking you, Todd. You're 100% right. Just add magical businessman in there. Just add magical. That's perfect. Done. Done deal. Too bad they'll never get to experience your glorious coupons. Oh. Too bad. Too bad. They will never get 50% off Sherman's Magical Curiosities. They can still use code Sherman at checkout, though. If you've seen the short, you will understand. If not, so if you don't understand all the inside jokes that we're cracking, just go watch it. And then you can come back here. And then you can understand all of the jokes. Alright. In all seriousness, though, I need to finish this. So. Okay. So it's much easier if you just open and close all your rings beforehand. Even though it's super tedious, then it goes like way faster because you're not switching back and forth. Oh. I guess you're right, Todd. Code Sherman. Using code Sherman at checkout. Probably too many people use it, and they discontinued the code, so totally right. Totally right. Nice to get that watch time up, lol. You're probably really raising my watch time, Todd. I haven't been posting a lot. Like, at all. I've been posting on TikTok. That's where I've been hanging out because it's easier. And I was traveling. I do really, really want to put the, what to call it? I really want to put the, yeah, I have literally no idea what I was going to say now. Oh, I really want to put some more videos up, especially the one made a newspaper dress. Made a dress entirely out of newspaper and packing tape. Yeah, I don't know if you have TikTok, Todd, but if you do, I've been posting a lot on TikTok. I'm Tutorial Queen Liz on TikTok. So, I couldn't do Tutorial Queen. It was already taken. Much sad. So, I'm Tutorial Queen Liz on TikTok. Yeah. But anyways, I really want to make the, newspaper's awesome. Newspaper is awesome. And they were the free newspapers. They were all free because because they have, like, those stacks. You know the school newspaper, Todd? They put it, like, in stacks. All the ones that they don't sell, or not sell because they're free. All the ones that nobody takes, they just, like, stack outside of the office. Or they used to. They didn't last semester, but sometimes there'd be these huge stacks of papers outside the office because people would bring them in for like CISA or whatever, and then they would just sit there because nobody would do anything with them. So I would just take a couple. I would just take a stack periodically when I walked by, and now I have a whole bunch of newspaper. And it didn't even take actually that much to make the dress, which was really surprising. I thought it would take a lot more. But so I still have a lot, so I could even make another newspaper dress, which I really want to do. I really wanted to make a ball gown, a newspaper ball gown. Unfortunately, I did not have the time because I only had like 6 hours to make this newspaper dress. But I did make, so I made like a, I don't know, T-length dress? I don't know what it would be called. I don't even know if it was really T-length. It didn't go past the knees, so not T-length. Anyways, it was a short-ish dress, but long enough. And it was very poofy and very fun, and I made like little crunchies, like kind of look like flowers and everything. And then, that's awesome using your resources. I use it for car window cleaning. Not good enough to make dresses. They do work really well with Windex as well. But yeah, but then I took the dress and then I set it on fire. And if you want to know How about now? Does it work now? Probably not. I tried to kind of restart it, but probably doesn't actually work. Did it work? Okay. I don't know why it was doing that, Todd. It happened right after I accidentally exited the... Yes. Oh, I'm glad that worked. It happened right after I exited the what's it called? I accidentally exited the app because, like, a little thing, well, it kicked me out of the app because it was like, you watched too much YouTube today. I'm a pro streamer. Because I fixed a technical error. It kicked me out of the app because it was like, you've watched too much YouTube, because I have it set for like a 3-hour limit because I don't want to spend too much time on YouTube. So it was like, are you still gonna watch YouTube? And I'm like, I'm just on the YouTube app. So it kicked me out, and then I got back in, but I guess the audio didn't work, so I exited the app again and came back, and now it works. So hooray! Here, have a little ta-da! Now we're happy. All right. Let's see. How many links is this? I feel like I've been doing this forever. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Listen, I teach live broadcast and 9% of it is fixing errors. Hey, congratulations on your absurd watch time that you got kicked out. Yeah. Honestly, I usually just say no every single day to the watch time thing, sometimes at the end of the day, but it's kind of like a reminder that, like, hey, you've been on YouTube for a long time. And sometimes I was like listening to music or something. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I seriously do one more than I needed to? Okay, this is fine. So, but it's kind of a nice reminder to just be like, hey, you know, you've been on YouTube for a while now. Maybe you should not. Oh, wait, now I have to do this gradient. Ugh. Okay, but not the first link, but see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So 10 links for the first, and then also 10 links for the middle of the tail. So now we're going to do 10 links with this. Okay, I'll be responsible and sleep now. Have a good stream. Yes, have a good night's sleep, Todd. It was nice talking to you. Kind of. Via stream. Bye. Okay. Oh. Think he's gone now? Can we talk bad about him? I'm just kidding. You're still here. I'm just kidding. Oh. No, Todd is great. You should really watch our, oh, Todd said something else. No, I want to see what Todd said. I was specifically have a good night only because you said so. I was just teasing, Todd. I have no bad things to say about you, even if I tried. You should really watch our short thing because he acted very well and was very funny in it. So Sherman's Magical Curiosity should definitely go check that out because he's super awesome. Okay, so now here's what I'm going to do. Something a little bit funky, okay? So we're going to do a box chain. We're going to do another link. But we're going to transition into... You're still here, Todd? Go to bed! that makes one of us. What did I say? I don't have any context, Todd. Oh. The problem is the chat are too delayed. The chat messages are too delayed, so it's like not right away when I say something. Okay. What I was saying is, we're going to do something a little funky. Okay? So, here we have just the 2 rings. And you don't have to do it like this, but I'm going to. So, I have just the 2 rings. So now we need 2 more to fold over. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold over the smaller rings. So we're going to take 2 open ones of these. Of course they match. And there we go. And now we're going to fold those over. And so that'll kind of creates a little bit more of like a transition, I think, into the next part rather than just starting the smaller box chain just like from here and just starting it. Which does look fine, and I've done that before. It's fine, but this is all very like tiny minute details that I've been trying to find like the absolute best way to make these. Okay, so now I have to figure out exactly what gradient I'm going to do. So I don't have a super lot of these left. So I think we're just going to go like straight into the gradient. Or like, well, maybe we'll do 1 full one. Okay. And then we'll do 1 with 3. And then we'll do 1 with 2. And then we'll do 1 with 1. So that leaves, because I'm going to need what? Let's see, 8 for the head. Let's just make sure. So I need, because I could always take out that one. So I need 8 for the head, 8 of these size at least. For the head. So as long as I have at least 8 for the head, I should be fine. Honestly, I kind of wish I would have done silver now. But I don't have silver with me. And these are legit. No, this will pop. This will look cool though. Okay. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. All right. Oh, whoops. Man, I was trying to get rid of all of these, and I have 1 left. Ugh. Whatever. It's just gonna forever live in my drawer now. Okay. So we've got at least 8, and so then we have a few others, I think, unless I want to use more. That's the only thing. Let's see. Even if I wanted to use all of these for the wings, which I don't know that which I don't have to. But saying that I did, that would be, is that all of them? I think that's all of them. So if I wanted to use 8 for the wings, I'm trying to count these because I want to use all of these up. So I want to make sure that I use all of them, but I also need to make sure that I have enough. Okay. So we need what? 3, 6, 8 for the wings. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. No, that should be good. Maybe a couple. Okay. So, and then later we'll just go in and we'll use whatever we have left on the wings. Okay. Man. 119 minutes. It's a long time. It's like 2 hours. It's a long time. I wonder how the highlights work. Alright. So now... That's the wrong side. Wait, no, that's the right side. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, so remember how we did this? Okay. So now we're going to flip those over, and we're going to do the exact same thing. And there's a little bit of finagling because it's a little awkward because they're different sizes of rings. But you do the exact same thing. You just start going in with the smaller rings. These are technically the medium rings, but... So then you do that. And now, you go in with the other one. And you kind of want to see how these kind of poke out. You don't want them to do that. I mean, it's okay if they do that, but it's better if they don't. So, you kind of just push those back in, and you might have to push them back in a couple times. You could wait until this next step to push them back in. It just depends on the rings, because, I mean, even if you get the same type of rings, there's slight variation in them. Sometimes they're a little bit thicker than other times, so, and that really messes with, like, you would never know that it was, like, it's a very tiny difference, but it does make a difference. So, just make sure that you fold those down, spread those ones out, and then you can do the next one. Except, I don't have the next one ready, because I don't know what I'm doing. So now we're going to transition back to the bowl. So, I guess we probably want, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Just the next one has to be different. Alright, so we got open, and then we got two closed. Okay, so now the next one of them has to be open, and one of them has to be closed, but the closed one has to be on the opposite side of the closed one that was here. If that makes any sense whatsoever. You'll understand. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know how good of an explainer I am. Yes, so now this is closed and these are open. Alright, and then we need... Wait a second. No. I'm like, no, I'm going the wrong way. I need more of these. Okay. Alright, so now we got one of those. Okay, and so if they're kind of all tucked in like that, I think it looks nicer. I think that's how I've decided is the best way to do it. I've done several different versions. I think this is the best way. So now we're just going to grab both of those. It doesn't matter what side this one is on at the current moment, but it has to be on the opposite side as the next one. So see, we're going to put these and do our little box chain just like we were going to do before. But now, for the next one. See how it's on this side? We need the other one to be on this side. The other closed ring. Oh no, that's the open ring. Oh, it's so confusing. Okay. So it's the open ring. Okay, so now I just need to make sure to put this one on this side. So that I can... Man, these are tight. That's what I'm saying. Little tiny differences. These are like And I can actually almost feel it now. These ones, because I kept being like, these are so tight. These rings are pretty tight. These ones. I mean, they're not the loosest, they're not the tightest, but they're up there. Wait, what did I do? What the heck did I do? Ugh, I messed up. Don't mind me. Just being distracted and tired. Ugh. I hate undoing rings. It's just like undoing stitches. It's awful. Okay. For some reason, I didn't put it through here. I knew that was the open rings. No, it's on the wrong side! Ugh. Okay, see? This purple one has to bring on this side. And this green... Literally, probably no one else will notice, but I will know, and it will be glorious. Okay. Now we have this, and now it's on the correct side, and then now we can put this one on this side, and then this, now they both... Well, they can't all be opposite, because now I'm going to add a third one, but... These are mostly opposite. Okay. So... It's coming together. It's coming together. Alright. So now we've got this one. And now we can just... Okay, now we have to count. So we've only got... Like, why is it like that? Okay, so we don't have like 1, 2... Okay. There has not been one on this side yet. So we need to have the final one be on this side. So... See, there's one right here, there's one right there, and there's one there. So one of these ones has to be the one that is not duplicated. Okay, I'm just gonna start putting rings on there. And hope it's right, and if it's not right, then I can change it, because I cannot visualize this in my head right now for some reason. Okay, 2 closed, 2 open. Okay. Where is this purple one gonna lie? This purple one is gonna lie right here on this side. Okay. Has to be on this side, and then this one can be on the other side. Yes. Okay. Gradients are hard. This is way easier if you just do one color, guys. I usually just will do the body all one color, so, and maybe these will be a different, maybe the small rings will be a different color, but like I usually do, like say black. Black is a very nice color that I do a lot. So like the whole body would be black, and the whole, almost the whole tail would be black, and then the tip would be like the accent color. So like say a red and black dragon. So it would be black with red scales, black tail, maybe even a full black tail. Actually, that would be the best. If it was like a full bit, and then only the scales were red. Wow, perfect. Anyways, that's not the point. Color scheming can vary, guys. Oh, and I'm happy to make one for one of these if you want. I have an Etsy shop. Well, I can't make one for you right now, though, because I'm in Korea. And I don't have my stuff, all my stuff with me. I just bought like a little tiny baggies, just like with a few things. But I'd be happy to make you one later. Or order this stuff and figure it out now, and then I can make it for you when I get back. I have an Etsy shop called Dragon Heart Cosplay. So, yeah. Okay. Or you can just follow my sketchy tutorial and make one yourself. Alright. Moving on. We're gonna go to blue. So now we're just making blue. Oh, thank goodness. This is gonna be so much easier. So much easier. Okay. So now we're just doing the blue. Alright, so now I can make my beautiful rose like I normally do. This is not normal. This has taken so much longer than it has any business taking, but it's okay. I wonder if my friend will ever see this. She might actually. I might tell her, and she'll be like, "Oh yeah, YouTube," and then she'll go on there, and then she'll be like, "Wait a second, that's my dragon." Oh, I doubt she'll get to this part though. I don't know if she's into this kind of thing. I'm guessing she's not, but we used to like crafting things together. Like we made bracelets a lot. We made a lot of friendship bracelets. I still have several of them actually that we made. I would wear them until they would fall off. And then I would put them in a special little box thing. So yeah. I'm so excited. I really hope this makes her happy. I'm sure she'll be happy. I mean, who wouldn't be? If you're not happy receiving a chainmail dragon, I don't know if we can be friends. I mean, like, you don't have to be over the moon. You don't have to be like, this is the coolest thing ever. Like, I get that. There's a lot of cool things in the world. But if you're not a little bit excited that your friend is like, here, I made this for you. Like, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Okay, how many more do we even need? Ugh. Oh, I might have to stop, guys, because I really don't want to continue. But I really do want to finish it, so I'm so torn. Maybe the rest will go... I mean, I know the rest will go a little faster. So I don't have this, like, gradient thing going on, but... I'm wondering if I should use those in the tail or not. These. Because I don't have quite enough of these to go around the blue. So I don't know if I should use them in the tail or not. Or if I should just use them... Because I have to use little tiny rings to connect all of the scales. And I think I'm going to do that because I have some scales that are... They're not really silver. You can actually see pretty better in the camera. They're not really silver. But they're very light. Compared... But they're a lighter gold than like compared to this. They actually look even lighter in person. So I think I'm going to use those because you won't really be able to tell, I don't think, because they're going to be so close to each other. Whereas in the tail, stand out a little more. I don't know. But I have almost enough to do the fully in blue, I think. And I really want to use blue in all the other places where you can, like, really see it, you know. So, yeah. I think I'm still going to do that. Just makes sense. Okay. I don't know what to talk about now. There's nobody to talk to. It's very sad. But Todd needed to go to bed. I'm glad he's sleeping. I hope he's sleeping well. And that he's having a very good evening. Okay, how many is that? Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more rows. So actually, I think that might be enough. I think I already did 4 rows, so I think that's gonna be it. As soon as I do it. It's nice doing them in like rows of 4 because like 4 is 1 link, remember? So. Alright. Now here we go. Now don't have to worry about gradient. They're all the same color. Okay. I really hope this looks super, super great. I am actually pretty fast at this when I'm actually, like, not freaking out about gradient or distracted trying to read a bunch of comments or things. But I'm really sorry I keep moving you guys. I wish I had a better setup. But it's still a lot better than it was. Although it's starting to get a little dark outside and I have a lot of natural lighting in here. Oh, I don't have the lights on. Why aren't the lights on? I thought I turned them on. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to turn those on. It's just gonna be easier for you to see. I mean, it's not horrible right now, but, like, it could be better, you know? Hold up, guys. One sec. I'll be right back. I promise. The light switch is just right there. There we go. Boom. Alright. I would love to do this in one sitting. Oh, that's a different thing. Whoa, they're a lot more sparkly now. I don't know what it is about, like, these LEDs. Make it sparkle. Ah. Don't worry, I'm not humming anything. It's just a random tune, and hopefully it's not actually a real song that is copyrighted. I'm not a musician, can you tell? Whoops. Okay. Here we go. How many is that? Okay, and I don't count the middle link. I don't count that. As like. So I start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have 9. So I was correct. 1 more equals 10. Am I good or what? Alright. Boop. Alright. See, now it's starting to look like a tail. So look at that. Look at that gradient. Look at that. I wish I could have done the gradient with the scales too. It's okay. Maybe another day. Another day and another life. Hopefully not another life, because... See, it's blue, and then it's blue, and then it's purpley, and then it's blue again. Could have done the gradient a little bit slower, but it's fine. I like it. Okay. Okay, no more basking. Alright. Now I have to do the last section of the title. With these. And I told myself when I packed these, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Just put them all in the same bag. Wow. Now I'm slightly regretting that decision because there's a lot of silver in here. Oh, this pendant I was going to make a necklace out of. If anybody watches this and wants to see me make a necklace out of this, I will. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to try and keep this over here. Okay. And then, okay, well, I separated kind of some of them out. Come back to me. Ugh, okay. And no, you do not need this many rings for this dragon. I brought a lot of extra. Really, you only need about how many blue there are, but, yeah, but you just need like a couple extra. But then I wanted to maybe make something else, so I brought all of them. All that I had. So I was like, oh, they don't take up that much room. I could like do something here. With the tiny, and that's why I brought these two. With the tiny scales, look, see? Or I could try not to use these silver ones at all because I really don't want to. I could count them again. It would take a long time. Nobody wants to watch that, but I think I'm going to count them again. But I can't look at how many I need. Because it's in a document on my phone, and I can't use my phone because I'm filming on my phone. Oops. Oh, alright, let's see. Say we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, I have to count every single ring. I need like 100 and something. So, feel free to skip ahead. And if I don't have chapters on this video, bother me to put chapters on this video before you continue proceeding. And I will go back and put chapters on this video because I read every single comment that you guys send. 1, 2. I can't even see how many rings this is. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whatever, I think that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How did this happen? Why did this happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Conversely, instead of counting all of these and guessing how many I'll need, I can just do everything. Because, like, I think I literally had, like, I was, like, 30 or something off. Like, it was not a lot of rings. Oh, yay, that's dinner? Is it really that late? Ugh. They just bring food to the door and ring the doorbell. You're not supposed to interact with them or anything at all. So that's why I haven't had any human contact. And all the food is cold. Which is very upsetting. I can't wait to eat hot food. So excited. Okay. So, yes, I think that I will just use think I'm just going to do everything else first. And I can always just like do, gasp, 9 links on the tail instead of 10 or whatever. And if there is a spot where like I really am not going to see it, then I will just use the silver. But if not, I'm just going to use the blue because I really don't want to lace this thing with like silver because I want it to be blue. It's supposed to be blue and gold. So I don't really want to have the silver, even though I kind of have silvery scales. But I needed to use them up, and they have like the scale pattern, and they match nicely. I really hope this looks good. Okay. Alright. Oh, now it's finally changed to like... Oh, no, never mind. I thought it said an hour and 45 minutes. Huh, it's in 145 minutes. Okay. It's a lot of minutes. Okay. Okay. Alright. We're just going to hope that I have enough. Yeah. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan. So I really don't want to put... I mean, it would be 40. Oh, I'll just put 40. Make sure I have enough. Okay. I should probably do that first, question mark? I don't know. I'm just going to attach the tail to the body. Not because it'll make it easier, or that's the step that I should be doing right now, because it'll actually make it harder, but simply because it'll make me feel better. And sometimes you just gotta do things that'll make you feel better. Did you see how I did that? I'm following the grain of this, so I'm basically using one of these and connecting it into that, so it's following the grain of that, so it's seamless. There's lots of different ways you connect the tail. This is how I think is probably the most seamless. You could also connect it to there. But, and maybe I should. But the thing is, the scales lay like this. So you don't even see. Gives it a little extra length, I guess. And also, it's probably not going to be pulled out like that. It's going to be like this. So, it'll be like that. So, yeah. Boom! Look. It's almost starting to look like a dragon. Oh, I so really hope that this looks good. Okay. Alright. Now, here we go. Yeah. I'm not gonna finish this right now. Okay, guys, that's going to be it. I might have a part 2 for this video. Yeah. But I will definitely at least show you the final project. So you should definitely follow me, because I will show you the final project, or I might show it on my TikTok, but I'll probably do another live and show you the whole process too. And if you just can't wait, I have another live. I have a tutorial on how to make this, although it's not the best tutorial, but you know, if you're trying to make it, it's worth a watch. Or I have another live where I explain it a little bit more in detail and explain some other things. So, yeah, if you can't wait for the second part of this one, you can go watch that one. So anyways, farewell, fare thee well, monarchs of the internet, and I will see you next time. Bye!